This call is now being recorded.
Okay. So, Parvez, shall we start?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, shall we start?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically, today's webinar that we are most focusing toward the BIM technology. Okay. So, might be we have launching this course entire let's understand the BIM. Okay. So, can say the future of construction industry. So nowadays, the people they might be aware the BIM is a trending demand into the construction industry, and so many people, not only into the construction industry, uh, so like into the so many fields, the BIM process that into the continuously people they are using and trying to learn, especially in India. Upcoming 2 to 3 years might be the it's completely changing the entire digitalization of the civil engineering industry. Okay, so the countries like UK, US, they already adopted the BIM concepts over there, and might be upcoming 2 to 3 years will be drastically changing the entire your project life cycles. Those who are dealing with the construction industry, or people those who are working in the construction sector, design segment. Okay, so entire one, the people they are trying to implement the BIM process into their firms. So right now, like if you the people like so many when we are studying with the final year or third year, might be we are not understanding what exactly the BIM is, or no no people those who are implementing the BIM into the US or UK. But right now it is a trending concept. There's so many people they are heard about the BIM, what exactly the BIM is. It's something people might be confused in BIM. It's a software, or it is a you know uh, like last year students, or the people studied into the engineering colleges. They think like BIM it is one kind of software, and I want to learn the BIM software. Okay, so let me clear one thing: BIM it is not a software. Okay, so it is a process, and to execute the entire BIM process, we are implementing certain software. Again, it depends on to the industry to industry, and it is vary no industry to industry, or segment to segment. Because let's take an example for the building segment. So software that we going to use will be obviously different one. And a second example we can take for the infrastructure segment. So software we are using for infrastructure, and to implement the BIM methodology might be some software will be the same, but the major software will be using a different. Okay, so when we go no for further, I'll detail explain you the two example with the building segment, which software we are going to use, how we are going to use those software. And for let's take an example for infrastructure industry. For infrastructure, which software mostly people they are using in the industry, and how they are going to use, and for which particular use they are going to they are using those softwares. Okay, so basically for agenda, the agenda for this today's presentation is like BIM introduction. We will initially just understand what exactly the BIM is, then how we can manage the how we can manage the project management on site, or entire project management with the help of BIM. Okay, so earlier project management by the people into the traditional way, or the people they have learned into the their third year or the fourth year subject like a project management. Might be the people they can think we have the entire project life cycle, and we have the 4 phases. Okay, so generally, what are the different type of that 4 phases? You can say that your conceptualization or the initialization, then your execution part. Okay, then your monitoring part, and lastly we can say the handover. These are the typically not exactly same. Might be, we can have the some different phases as well in between that. But generally, typically these 4 phases, the people they are going to use into the earlier way, or into the traditional method. Okay, so what are the different changes or the digitalization that we are saying continuously? The civil industry, we can say it is a digitalizing, or the digital transformation of the civil industry. Okay, so this how BIM will be helpful to implement entire project management on site, or into the yeah, in your design phase as well. Okay, that we will discuss under the project management section. And what exactly the advanced BIM is. So generally, advanced BIM in terms of this presentations, I'm just saying into the 6D and 7D part only. Okay, advanced BIM is very much different, like having the very different concepts. Okay, some BIM standard, ISO standard as well. Apart from that, advanced modeling as well. It depends. So, but today we have focus over here only 6D and 7D part. Generally, we can call it as advanced BIM for this particular course or for this particular presentation. And lastly, we can learn about the BIM course, which are the courses that we are offering onto this particular BIM fundamental course. Okay, so that we will go through it. Okay, so now the first question comes in mind: what exactly the BIM is? Okay, so let me already told you like BIM. It is not a software. Okay, it is not a tool or it is not any cloud platform. BIM, it is a process, okay, and it represents the functional and physical characteristics of a building. Okay, so the people they can say like BIM, it is not nothing but to create a 3D model, okay, or something like that. Yes, of course it is a 3D model, but it is a detailed virtual. What we can say in one word, we can say it is a detailed 3D information model. So whenever we see the normal 3D model, it consists only a 3D model. But when we say it is a BIM model, obviously whichever the each and every part that we have created on that particular model, which the particular which a particular part or the object, it consists some information. Okay, there are not only one or two parameters. Let's say for an example, you can see in that building on the top one uh, lighting panel has been on a place, so into the blue color section holding. Okay, so I hope my cursor will be no visible to everyone. Okay, so these are the holding that they have placed. Okay, but when I'm talking about this particular no light place that into the top of the particular building. Okay, so when I clicked on that particular light, each and every information of the particular light bulb, the how much volt of that particular bulb they have given, okay, which type of the which type of the steel they have used, okay, density of the steel, each and every part we need to model and we need to predefine those values to the particular model. This is nothing but your complete BIM model. Okay, so I'll show you in later on the detailed model. Okay, how we can see those model into this cloud platform. How we can, once we click on any particular tool, it will give you all the detailed information over there. So all those things that we can see later on. I'll show you the live demonstration on the tool itself. How exactly it will be looks like. Okay, now. Why I have added this image very early, because it is a complete different phases that we are going to adopt into the entire BIM life cycle. Okay, it will be having, it is not the basic thing that they have given like the coordinated approach for the faster project delivery, then the fabrication.
Wait a while. Wait a while. Maybe Rohit's just a wait. He's lost the connection. Just a second. Rohit sir, are you there? We have lost connections maybe for 2-3 minutes.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Rohit sir.
Sorry, actually my network. Okay.
Yes, there's a network issues
now
from
it's
your
fine.
end. You can please. 2-3 minutes. We have lost the connection. You can still
Okay.
connect, sir.
Okay. So entire the project life cycle. So generally into the BIM phase, we can say the four main phases of your project life cycle, like the plan, design, build, and lastly we can say the operation and maintenance. So in entire this four what we can say four phases, your entire from 3D to 7D part will get covered. Okay. So like into the planning, designing, and build phase, your 3D, 4D, and 5D parts will get covered under your first three phases. And lastly, we can say the operation and maintenance. Under the operation and maintenance, we are covering your 7D part. So 7D.
Presentation, we are not able to see, Rahul sir. Can you show the presentation?
Sorry. Now you can see. Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
It's waiting. It's loading. Yes. We are able to see right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Let me repeat again, same thing. So you can see into the BIM project life cycle, we generally adopt the four phases, which is generally called it as a plan, design, build, and lastly we can say the operation and maintenance. So into the first three phases, your 3D, 4D, 5D part, and 6D part also get covers under your first three phases. And lastly, your operation and maintenance, generally we can into the BIM language we can call it as a 7D part. Okay, 7D is nothing but your facility and management. So into the BIM language, we can say the facility and management part for this, and that will be covering under your operation and maintenance phase. And lastly, we can see the drafting 3D database. So like which are the document that we are going to create, that will be we are managing into the cloud. So for that, we are adopting the one centralized platform. So that is nothing but CD, Common Data Environment Platform, and that will be the major what we can say major part will be playing under your BIM process. Because into the traditional method, I have one image. Let me show you. Yeah, so this one. Okay, so you can properly visualize it in the traditional process, how the people they are going to share the information with the other people or the team members, and into the BIM process, how they are going to share the information or the particular data related to the particular project. Okay, so I'll explain you. Like first, suppose architect has created planning or the basic drawings of the initialization of the particular project, then he needs to share all the drawings to each and every person so many times. Might be let's add no assume we can say into this modern world they are saying with the server, or they are saying sending with the Gmail and everything. But the same person, how many times same drawings we will share to each and every person? There are the chances will be happening with the misunderstanding or the miscommunication or the what can I say that misunderstanding for the data sending while the through the mail or the server itself. Okay, there's lots of the different disadvantage with this traditional process. But when we talked about the BIM process, it is whenever we are initiating any project, that project will be created into a one central platform. Might be that it doesn't matter which centralized platform that you are using, or the which common data platform that you are using. Okay, there are the lots of tool which into the market there people they are using. Okay, the most might be some of you are already aware about the BIM 360 platform, or the project wise, or the plan nearly. Okay, there are so many tools will be available into the market. Okay, but the famous and the among into the like 90 to 95% people into the AC industry, they are using the BIM 360 tool. Okay, so BIM 360, it is not only for the document management. It consists, there are lots of different versions, like BIM 360 for document management, Collaborate Pro for the collaboration of for your architecture structural model for the collaborating. Then we have the what we can say the coordination. Then BIM 360 build for it's completely designed for your a construction activity, generating the RFI. There are so we are not going to in much more detail into that BIM system platform. So it consists that there are lots of different modules. Okay. So once we set your project into that cloud model, okay. So the people, those who are having a part of the particular project, they will be added into that particular project. Okay. So let's say architect will be added onto the particular project. So all the people, let's say 100 people, they are working on the project, they will be added as a team member on the particular cloud. So whenever someone has sent the drawing or someone has changed something, automatically notification of the email goes to a particular person. Let's say architect has changed something or the building owner has created issue for the particular drawing. Automatically email has to be sent. And while sending the email or while sending the issue, the building owner can assign certain dates, okay, or the time limit to resolve the issues. Okay, let's say architect has created some drawings and he has shared that particular drawings onto the particular cloud, okay, and then building owner or the, what we can say, the structural engineer, he can just see the drawings, and let's structural designer says this architecture of part is not possible to design into the RCC or the into the structure part. Then architect again need to revise the drawing. Okay, in that case, what structural engineer do? Structural engineer will just do the one issue command. He will just take the issue tab and he will just write something. Please replace the drawing or please change it. Automatically, that notification will goes to the building owner and architect. Okay. Now this notification will not goes to the other no peoples. Why? Because BIM 360 will provide you certain security options as well. Okay, it will be having your you can mention directly the name of the person, or you can assign the permission of the folder according to your designation or according to your roles and responsibilities, because building owner has all rights to see all the all the folders, all the drawings, everything, because he's an owner. But let's say contractor, he's don't have the permission to see the architect drawing, because he's just a contractor. Okay, the people, those who are a junior engineer or the supervisor, or they are executing the site, they want to see only. So the people those having having the roles and responsibilities according to their designation, so accordingly we can allot the permission level. Okay, so and accordingly we can create an issue to the particular person, particular company name, particular team members, everything. It depends on how we are going to manage, because here we can add the multiple companies as well, multiple consultant as well into the same forum, and you can individually also you can add the people. So this is nothing but the very much simplified platform that we are going to use into the BIM process. Whereas you can see there are the means we are not understanding which person is sharing which drawings to where and how they are saying. Might be architect has changed something, and that same drawing will be goes to the structural engineer. But again, he structural engineer says revise the drawing. But again, unfortunately, whichever the revised drawing that structural engineer receives, instead of this, structural engineer send the earlier drawing to the contractor. Then what happened? Okay, but in your BIM process, it is not going to happen. Why? Let's say suppose architect has uploaded one drawing, initially first drawing onto the cloud, and again he has revised something, and again he has uploaded the second drawing over there. Automatically, whichever the drawing you are uploading on cloud, it will be replaced by a version 2. Okay, means if suppose architect is revising the 100 of a version, automatically it will be showing the 100 version, and suddenly a building owner says, I don't want this 100 version, I want a first version. Okay, that first version will be available with architect again. So then again, no need to find your folder, find where we save the first version. I guess 3 months back we have created that particular file. Then again he wants to find. So such kind of the time we can save the lots of time as well. It is very much simplified manner. Each and every person have a rights to see everything within a single click or within a entire centralized platform. So this is the main difference between your traditional method of working into this sector and it is a BIM process. So I hope this part is pretty much clear to each and everyone. If you have any doubt, you can ask right now, or once we end the session, you can ask later on as well. Okay. Now, this is the life cycle of the BIM owner. So here I'm not going to going much more in detail, because BIM, it is not only for the like I already told you, it is not only for the AC people or the construction industry. It is for the each and every part, because like suppose a document management you want to do with the BIM 360 platform. Okay, the people they are with the your HR or accounting section or into the administrator, they also you can use those cloud platform to store the document, because unnecessary into the folder or into the server we need to create the lots of servers. We need to again we can talk about the on commercial point of view or the cost point of view. It is having a less compared to your server cost. Okay, so these are the entire life cycle for the Bim for the multiple owners. So it doesn't matter on which industry you're using. And on your left hand side, if you see into the entire Bim life cycle, we have the into the CAD software. We can do the drawings, planning, 3D modeling, and visualization. Into the simulation, we can do the clash detection, construction simulation, 4D, 5D of the particular model. Into the specification, we can take the quantity, schedule, room data. We can create the standard. We can create the sheets into the Revit environment. Okay, into the procurement part, the people those who are no so material procurement has to be happening into the sites. Okay, how they can manage. Okay, so under the into the Bim life cycle or the into the Bim standard, the for procurement also they have given the certain standards and the provisions. If you read the ISO standard 19650, okay, there are also having the parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 5, I guess. So the 5 parts will be available under your ISO 19650 standard. Okay, so into those things they have mentioned each and every point of view in detail. Okay, so here we are just seeing the overview or the major parts of this one.
Are you there, Rahul sir? I think there is a network issues from your end.
Hello, am I audible?
Audible, not audible, sir.
Hello, I'm not audible.
There's some
Hello?
network issues from your end.
No, actually I'm
Can you
connected.
connect with some other internet?
No, I already connected with Wi-Fi.
Everybody
landline.
okay with in network?
Yes, I'm okay. Now I'm audible perfectly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so here we can say into the 3 words like Bim will be it will be a transparency for each and every person, those who are working into the project. It will improve your efficiency while the working, because like say into the traditional method we need to face so many challenges and so many your time will be what we can say the time will be it's unnecessary wasting into the so many processes like executing like into the designing phase or into the execution phase and so many things. Okay, and the quality, how you can achieve the good quality or the good result with the help of the Bim. Again, we have lots of different benefits. So I'm not reading the one by one benefits over here. At the end, might be I have added one slides. What are the different Bim no benefits of the Bim? So where we can just learn it. Now, the actual process of your Bim. Okay, so you can see that I already told you the 4 phases that we have divided the entire this thing. Okay, now here I have mentioned it doesn't matter your that life cycle will be having your for building or infrastructure. Okay, the entire process will be the same. Only the what we can say the software or the no what we can say management of the software we are different we are using. That's it. Like for planning phase, we can know how to plan it, on which software we are generally going to use. Into the designing phase, this conceptualization will be happening. Then your analysis and designing part. Okay, then your documentation that which are the that you design. That part we need to we can keep into the documentation format or into the your Excel or the in presentation format. All those things will be happening under your design phase. Okay, starting from your designing to your documentation part. When we talked about the entire actual build will be consist something your execution, then fabrication. Okay, your specification, all those things which are the things that we are going to happening into the actual site, that will be consistent under your build segment. And lastly, we can say the operate. Operate is nothing but your operation and maintenance. So once your entire structure will get no design, the people they are living into the particular building or into these things. So whichever the what we can say assets that we have no place over there. Okay, asset in the sense like your HVAC panel, electrical boards. Okay, because into the commercial part we are we are providing the HVAC system, we are providing the sprinkler, CCTV cameras, then card reader, automatic door, no opening, locking, all those things. Okay, so for those assets we need to do operation and maintenance. Okay, because let's take an example. We have the like for into the commercial sector or commercial building, there are the lots of cameras that we are going to place. Okay, cameras or the LCDs that we are going to place. Okay, then how we can monitor which cameras will be suddenly failure or which camera is not working. Okay, so to identify those things, we are going to do the facility management or operation and maintenance management of those particular assets, and that will be comes under your 6D and 7D part of your bill. So those things will be comes under your operation and maintenance. Okay, so after this we can say BIM will be the opportunity for each and everyone those who wants to start their career with the BIM industry or the in BIM segment, because I'm not saying like if you search into the Google as well you will get an answer. Okay, nowadays this will be the very trending concepts, and now in India there are so many companies that are developing or they are starting with their startup with the BIM itself. Okay, if you just go 5 years before, there are only few companies that are working with the BIM, but right now in India almost 100 plus companies that are working with this BIM. Okay, they have lots of the projects for the BIM modeling, BIM management, the people they are doing for the 6D and 7D. Again, this 6D and 7D still in India only 3 to 4 companies they are doing, but might be after 2 to 3 years there are the lots of companies that are also doing the 6D and 7D or mostly the facility management of building. They are starting maybe a chances the 25 plus companies will be you will find after 2 to 3 years. Right now if you find try to find some on the Google like facility management कौन सी कंपनियां करती है. Okay, so you will get only 2 to 3 names. Okay, in Pune like only 2 companies are there. In Hyderabad one or two, and Bangalore also 1 or 2, and in Gujarat there is only 1 company. Okay, but सेम चीज अगर आप 5 साल पहले देखोगे बिम में ओनली आई गेस आई एम नॉट श्योर लाइक 5 to 10 कंपनियां रहेंगी जो पहले ये काम कर रही थी, लेकिन अभी बहुत सारी कंपनीज की ओपनिंग भी बहुत सारे आते हैं राइट नाउ. लाइक द पीपल दे आर बिकॉज द कंपनी दे आर hiring the people those the person have a skill set of like a BIM. Okay, BIM means not only BIM, it because the people वो क्या करते हैं लाइक रेविट लर्न किया है कहीं से और रेविट के ऊपर आप द पीपल दे वांट टू जॉइन लाइक बिम मॉडल सॉरी रेविट मॉडल और समथिंग. ओके, लेकिन ये स्किल सेट यहाँ पर मैच नहीं करता है. ओके, इफ यू वांट टू जॉइन एज अ बिम इंजीनियर और बिम मॉडलर you need to have minimum 3 software skill. Okay, which one like Revit, Navisworks and BIM 360. okay, कौन सी भी कंपनियां आप मतलब देख जो भी ओपनिंग्स आपको दिखते हैं आजकल, अगर लिंक्डइन को यूज करता रहेगा लिंक्डइन पे बहुत सारे ओपनिंग आजकल दिखाई देती है, तो उस वहां पर 3 चीजें क्लियरली मेंशन ही होती है. आपको मिनिमम रेविट, आपको रेविट में आप एक्सपर्ट होने चाहिए. ओके, देन आपको नाविस्वर्क आना चाहिए, देन आपको बिम 360 आना चाहिए. ओके, दिस 3 थिंग्स इट इज अ मस्ट, मतलब वो कंपलसरी है अगर आपको बिम में एंटर करना है. ओके, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या होता है ना, पीपल दे आर जस्ट लर्निंग ओनली वन सॉफ्टवेयर, लाइक कैड सेंटर में गए या फिर कोई एजुकेशन क्लास में गए और एक सॉफ्टवेयर लर्न किया. ओके, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि एक सॉफ्टवेयर कुछ नहीं होता, यू कैन आल्सो नो मतलब एक सॉफ्टवेयर में भी आप जा सकते हो, बट इफ यू लाइक आप उसमें क्या करोगे, सिर्फ मॉडलिंग कर सकोगे. बट व्हेन वी मतलब आपका ये टर्म आएगा कि आपको क्लैशेस फाइंड आउट करने हैं, जो भी मॉडल आपने क्रिएट किया है वो आपको क्लैश फ्री मॉडल है, आपको उसको क्लैश फ्री मॉडल बनाना है. देन अगर आपके बॉस ने बोला कि आपको कोऑर्डिनेशन में काम करना है, मतलब अलग टीम के साथ, तो वी हैव अ वेरी लिमिटेड टाइम लाइन अप एंड वी नीड टू कंप्लीट दिस प्रोजेक्ट विद इन 1 वीक. ओके, 1 वीक में फिर आर्किटेक्चर में अगर 2 पर्सन काम कर रहे हैं तो वो 1 वीक में पॉसिबल है क्या? नहीं है. देन हाउ वी कैन डू द कोऑर्डिनेशन? हमको सेम प्रोजेक्ट के और सेम रेविट फाइल के दो पार्ट मतलब दो इसमें काम करना पड़ेगा. अगेन 2 people will be joined onto the same. So automatically like फर्स्ट फ्लोर में कोई एक वो 2 person काम कर रहे, सेकंड फ्लोर में 2 person काम कर रहे. ओके, दोनों का भी काम होने के बाद जस्ट वी नीड टू सिंक्रोनाइज विद द सेंट्रल. ओके, जो भी आपने काम किया है वो आपको क्लाउड में अपलोड करना पड़ेगा. ऑटोमेटिकली दोस चेंजेस विल बी हैपनिंग इनटू द सेम मॉडल. ओके, ऐसा नहीं कि 2 person ने जो काम किया वो एक मॉडल में आ गया और 2 person ने जो काम किया वो सेकंड मॉडल में आ गया. सो इसको कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं बोलते. सो जो अगर आपको प्रॉपरली कोऑर्डिनेट करना है लाइक मल्टीपल इंडस्ट्री और द सेम मॉडल में, तो आपको ऐसे ये सब कुछ आना चाहिए. सो कोऑर्डिनेशन में आप कोऑर्डिनेशन आप सेंट्रल फाइल के साथ भी कर सकते हो विद इन योर रेविट एनवायरनमेंट एज वेल. ओके, अदरवाइज सेकंड ऑप्शन इज योर बिम 360 कोऑर्डिनेट. तो आपको उसके लिए वो आना चाहिए कि बिम 360 कोलैबोरेट प्रो कैसे यूज करते हैं, डिजाइन कोऑर्डिनेशन कैसे होता है, पैकेज कैसे क्रिएट करेंगे, कैसे पैकेज शेयर करेंगे, रिसीव होने के बाद उसका क्या करने का, लिंक जो रेविट प्लेटफॉर्म में मैं लिंक यूज करता हूँ. ओके, सो वो लिंक में ओपन करके अगर मैंने रिलोड कब मुझे रिलोड करना चाहिए. ओके, सामने वाले पर्सन ने अगर उसको सेंट्रलाइज किया ही नहीं है तो मैं रिलोड यहाँ पर कितनी बार भी करूंगा तो वो वर्कआउट होगा क्या. ओके, सो दोज थिंग्स यू विल नेवर कैड सेंटर में आपको नहीं मिलेंगे क्योंकि यस बिकॉज उनका भी गलती नहीं है कि वो आपको सिर्फ रेविट का पार्ट पढ़ा रहे. दे आर नॉट टीचिंग यू द कोलैबोरेशन पार्ट. ओके, सो ये सब चीजें अगर आपको आती है, बिम में अगर एंट्री करना है तो ये मस्ट होता है. आप कहीं पर भी देख लीजिएगा कि आपको ऐसा वहां पर मिलेगा. ओके, कि अगर आपको वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द बिम मॉडलर्स मिनिमम 1 year एक्सपीरियंस, और फ्रेशर तो कहीं पर दिखता ही नहीं है आजकल. दे आर लाइक सेइंग मिनिमम 1 year और मिनिमम 2 to 4 years एक्सपीरियंस. ओके, एंड नीचे अगर आप स्किल सेट देखते हो. ओके, सो वहां पर क्लियरली एक तो हाईलाइट में लिखा होता है कि रेविट में आप एक्सपर्ट होना ही चाहिए, देन नाविश वर्क, देन बिम 360. और बिम 360 कभी कभी लिखा होता है कि विल बी एडेड एन एडवांटेज, मतलब वो अगर नहीं आते तो चलेगा लेकिन नाविश वर्क और रेविट तो आना ही चाहिए. ओके, सो लाइक नो जो भी मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया उसका उसके बाद मैं इसे बोल सकता हूँ कि बिम एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है. इफ यू आर लर्निंग द एंटायर दोस थिंग्स देन इट विल बी easier to enter into the BIM industry. Okay, so again this will be here I have just mentioning like for architect how they are going to use. Okay, for civil engineer means civil के लिए कैसे BIM हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं, स्ट्रक्चर के लिए कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, MEP के लिए कैसे यूज सकते हैं. But if you are joining as a modeler it doesn't matter actually. Okay, because you need to work with the like might be if you are joining as a architectural modeler or the structural modeler or the MEP modelers, but depends on your experience. Once you need to play the role as a coordinator. Into the coordinator segment you need to do with the you need to play with all the services. Okay, so at that time we could not say I have expertise into the architecture or I have expertise into the structure. You need to play with the MEP part. We need to understand basics about the MEP. Not I'm saying that in detail, because obviously we are a civil engineer, so we don't have any detailed idea about the mechanical, electrical and plumbing theoretical and technical part. But for the modeling, how we can check the modeling, how we can do the basic kind of modeling, those things we want to learn into this Revit part. Because once you get some experience and once you know leading the team after might be after your 5 years of experience or the 10 years of experience, then you should able to understand those things. Okay, so it's better मतलब 5 साल के बाद अगर करना है तो it's better to learn now itself. Okay, yes, this will be the major part that I want to cover, like loss of information, how we can say the loss of information will be happening into the traditional way, and how we can achieve those things with the help of this digital or with the BIM process, we can say. Okay, so earlier the people, suppose designer has created something and he want to pass those drawings to the contractors. Okay, might be some papers will be let's say he has created 12 drawings, but into the hurry he has so he's just missed the one paper into his table, and only 11 drawings he has passed to the contractor. Okay, then again there will be the misunderstanding or the loss of information will be happening into the traditional process. But whereas if we are using the digital or the BIM process, which will be working onto the cloud or which will be onto the centralized platform, so whichever the drawings designer they want to create, they within a one click he can upload all the drawings onto the cloud, and the particular person might be the contractor, operators, anyone, those who has a part of the particular project, they will receive all the drawings. Okay, this is just example of the drawings or the into the paper format. But again, second thing, let's say there are so many times designers says over the call or no face to face to the contractors, so actually I forgot to add something onto the drawings, but while execution you just do those things. Okay, मतलब ये ऐसे खाली फोन पे उसने बोल दिया, but contractor वो भूल गया अभी, so he does not know added those things into the drawings and implement भी उसने किया नहीं. Okay, again the loss of information will be happen. Again cost आपका यहाँ पर देखो, सपोज यहाँ पर कुछ डिले हो रहा है लॉस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन में, मीनवाइल आपका कॉस्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट बढ़ेगा, जो आपने रॉन्ग कंसेप्ट किया उसको आपको वी नीड टू डिमोलिश दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट एंड अगेन वी नीड टू रिबिल्ड इट. ओके, सो वहां पर भी आपका कॉस्ट लगा है. ये हो गया सेकेंड एग्जांपल. सिमिलरली जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर, so which are the drawings that we have received to contractor will be sharing to the operators. Again might be contractor ने भी same चीज की जो डिजाइनर ने की थी, and it is a common one because we are the human beings, so whichever we listen 100% we cannot share the same thing with other person, right? मतलब हम लोगों ने 100 वर्ड्स का यहाँ पर पढ़ा है, सेम थिंग हम लोग 100 के 100 वर्ड्स किसी को और बता मतलब डायरेक्टली बता नहीं सकते. ओके, सो दिस एग्जांपल मैं ओवर द कॉल और ओवर द कम्युनिकेशन का मैं बता रहा हूँ. ओके, तो पेपर फॉर्मेट का माइट भी आप आजकल पेपर में कोई यूज नहीं करता जनरली पीपल. आप अगर देखोगे द पीपल माइट भी, आप पता नहीं मुझे आप में से कितने लोग साइट पे काम करते हैं या फिर कितने, लेकिन आजकल भी लोग ऑटो कैड की ड्राइंग मोबाइल में देखते हैं. ओके, द सेम थिंग, लेट्स से ओनली द थिंग इज आपके पास इसका ऑटो कैड का उसके लिए वर्जन होना चाहिए. ओके, मैं अभी बताता हूँ कि हाउ ये आपको मतलब कम कॉस्ट में कैसे पड़ेगा. लेट्स से आपको रेविट का 3D मॉडल देखना है, उसका डेटा इन्फॉर्मेशन देखना है, और वो रेविट का 3D मॉडल आपके रेविट में इसमें मोबाइल में ओपन होगा क्या? मोबाइल में तो रेविट सॉफ्टवेयर डाल नहीं सकते, बराबर. ओके, हाउ वी कैन यूज इट. अभी आप बोलोगे कि मैं उसका 3D इमेज दिखूंगा या फिर कुछ दिखूंगा, लेकिन आप उसको रोटेट करके देख सकते हो क्या? सो आंसर इज नो. आप उसको लिए उसके लिए आपको वो जो कोई भी नहीं, मैंने बोल रहा कि ओनली बिम थी, कोई भी एक आपको क्लाउड बेस्ड टूल लगेगा, सो उसमें आप पूरा डिटेल प्रॉपर्ली देख सकते हो. सो ऐसे आपको वी कैन अचीव the loss of information in your digital made or digital method, or we can say into the BIM process. Now this will be the major important, like what exactly the 3D 4D 5D. Okay, so I'm not going much more detail, so I'll just reading the headlines. Okay, into the 3D we can say the 3D virtual BIM model. Okay, when we talked about the 4D, the times comes into the picture. Okay, so which will be having the your 3D model plus scheduling of your building. When we talked about the 5D, your estimation and cost parameter will comes into the picture, and we can say your 3D time and cost will comes into the picture, and all those things after you are done with your 3D 4D and 3D 4D and 5D. 6D, your sustainability of a building. Okay, so which will be including your late tracking, your building analysis, your energy model analysis, your daylight analysis. Okay, so windows कहाँ पर होने चाहिए, वो wall window ratio कैसा होना चाहिए, how we can save your energy, आप उसका electricity bill कैसे कम कर सकते हो. So those things will be covered under your 6D part. And 7D is completely based on your facility management. Okay, so which are the assets that we have placed, we need to do the proper monitoring and tracking for those assets, and we need to those do the facility management. So उसका मेंटेनेंस कब है, मतलब सपोज कुछ खराब होता है तो कब हम लोग नो वी नीड टू रेक्टिफाई इट, एंड सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट वी आर following under your facility management category. Okay, so this little bit advancement, so we are not focusing toward, and under your our course curriculum as well we are explaining the theoretical process. Okay, we are not like working with the, because into the 7D part COBIS data will comes into the picture. Okay, so COBIS data is nothing but again which will be having something advanced into the BIM. Okay, so that will it is not easy to showcase you or demonstrate you onto this particular platform. Okay, so in our course curriculum 6D and 7D part, we are most probably we are explaining into the theoretical part and into the process how exactly things will be, we are working with this platform. Okay, which tool we are going to use. Okay, how Autodesk Forge or your digital twin platform that we are going to adopt into this facility management. Those parts will gets covered into the S70. Okay, now the people when we listen the level of BIM or the level of development. Okay, so BIM में अगर काम करते तो ये चीज हमको याद रख के ही काम करना पड़ता है. That is nothing but LOD. This is very much important. Whichever the drawings or 3D model that we are going to create, that will be based on the LODs. Okay, so for that we have the LOD 100, 200, 300, 350, 400 and 500. Okay, so 500 is nothing but your as built model. So that complete मतलब जैसा है वैसा हमको वहां पर create करना है. So that we are going to create entirely as built model. So ये हर एक का मतलब in India generally people they are supposed to use only LOD 350, not more than that. In such cases it will be as built model as LOD 500. But when we do the facility management, we it is the first condition we require the as built or LOD 500 model. Okay, so if you don't want to do no 6D and 7D or advanced build, then your LOD 350 is sufficient because your construction and documentation part has to be covered under your LOD 350 or maximum LOD 400 up to construction stages. Into the construction stages, what they will add, mostly they will add the some detailed documentation and detailed schedule and detailed construction simulation. That's it. So here you will understand the basic difference between your LOD 100. So it is in 100 only a conceptual design. In LOD 200 something we can add to the particular model. In 300 some construction documents or shop drawing that we can generate. Into the 4D fabric, this is just example of your steel structure. Okay, when we talked about RCC or the building, it will be a different one. Okay, so in steel we have lots of parameters to detail it. That's why I have taken simply this example of steel structure. Okay, in an LOD 500 we have an as built model. Okay, so these are the BIM adoption into the other countries. Like in US, means 49% the project might be the government project, private project. They are using the BIM methodology. In UK, Germany, France, around 36%. They are so this is the data of around I guess 2018. Okay, not 2022, and right now it's 2022. So might be this percentage will be increased up to 50 or 55%. Okay, and these are the global construction stand. Like by 2020, this is the older image. Okay, so might be you can see into the right hand side top image. By 2020, construction equipments and the industry's revenue is estimated to be the reach 5 billion. Okay, so this is a global scenario, and into up to 2025 in India might be these things will be mandate. As might be the Indian government will mandate the BIM use of the BIM processes into the construction sector till 2025. Okay, because right now, if you there are the lots of examples in India right now. Okay, those is those project will be executed onto the BIM process. Okay, if you take a Bangalore airport, then your new upcoming airport in New Mumbai. Okay, then Delhi airport, Indira Gandhi Delhi International Airport. Okay, then Central Vista project. Okay, by Tata जो अभी कर रहा है. Okay, central government का. So that will be then Pune Metro. Okay, those things will be on into the BIM. So वो सब कुछ BIM के ऊपर ही चल रहा है. And we talked about this course. What are the different courses that we are included into this? So आपको इस BIM fundamental में इतने सारे कोर्स मिलेंगे, like AutoCAD, then Revit, Navisworks. Revit में आपको तीनों भी डिसिप्लिन मिलेंगे, like Revit Architecture, Revit Structure, Revit MEP. Okay, then your Navisworks manage, then one common data and environment platform. So majorly we are focusing towards the BIM 360. So reason behind this, like 90 to 95% in industry. Again, it depends. No, might be companies they're using a BIM 360 as well and some other tool as well. They are both the things they are using. Okay, and after that advanced BIM. Okay, in the 6D and 7D क्या होता है, then BIM management. Then how we can. This is the only not in detail, only basic overview or the basic idea I will give you under 6D 7D. Then how we can do the BIM management, how we can create the BIM execution plan, because those things or this area, generally the managers, BIM managers or the BIM coordinator, they are working. ओके मतलब इसमें फ्रेशर या फिर बिम इंजीनियर का और बिम मॉडलर का रोल जनरली प्ले नहीं होता है. ओके सो लाइक यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर करियर इनटू द बिम इंडस्ट्री, सो इट इज रियली नॉट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर यू, बट स्टिल लाइक मतलब आगे जाके भी आपको क्या होता है सो वो अगर अंडरस्टैंड करना है तो दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव जस्ट एडेड दिस थिंग्स. ओके एग्जैक्टली बीईपी होता क्या है, देन हाउ वी कैन डू द बिम मैनेजमेंट अंडर विच स्टैंडर्ड. ओके सो अगर आपको ये अभी से पता रहेगा देन ऑब्वियसली यू विल जहाँ पर आपको 5 साल में आप पहुंचेंगे, इट मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ योर नॉलेज एंड एवरीथिंग, आप 3 साल में आपको अच्छी पोस्ट मिल जाए, या फिर अगर आप अच्छे मतलब कैसे अच्छे आपके स्किल सेट आप अगर दिखाओगे देन डेफिनेटली मतलब वो क्या बोलते हैं कि आपको जल्दी प्रमोशन मिल सकता है, या फिर आप अच्छे से पोजीशन में कम लेवल में अचीव कर सकते हैं. एंड लास्टली द लाइव प्रोजेक्ट इंटर्नशिप. Okay, so here we will give you the live project, whichever the project that we are ongoing. Okay, we will give you that entire data, and we will you need to complete those drawings, and we will help you out to how to create those drawings. Okay, the live project internship will be, we are giving you the live project that will be ongoing. Okay, so like in Pune there are lots of projects will be ongoing, so we will give you the ready-made drawings, AutoCAD drawings, and based on the AutoCAD drawing you need to prepare the drawings. Okay, so these are the BIM adoption, and these are the different benefits we are using into the BIM. Okay, so thank you all of you. So if you have any questions, so you can now ask one by one.
It's a technical question.
Hello.
Hello, you can ask anybody. If you have any queries, you can ask Rahul sir. Basically, the idea of the seminar is that it's get an opportunity sitting at your home. You can discuss the faculty who has spent so many years in the industries. आप उनसे बात कर सकते हो, आपको फेस भी दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं, कैमरा भी दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं. आप जो बंदा या he is not just a teacher, he is a facilitator और आप बोल सकते हो एक ट्रेनर है जो इंडस्ट्री का डिलीवरी जो एक्सपीरियंस अपना जो समय बिताया है, जो he has spent so many years, he is going to deliver to you. So we have some standard training courses. Let me tell you. You want to see everybody? Please type yes, no. तो कुछ लोग we wanted to conduct a standard training courses. अगर आप करना चाहते हो तो yes, because थोड़ा सा मैं अपने बारे में बताता हूँ. Okay. Just I'll take. So this about us. कि मैं I'm already Rohit. I'm Rohit here. Just a second. Stop. There's no point of recording the things. So I'll stop the recording.